Hey, I'm Steve.
And I'm Matt.
And we are not mechanics. But what we are is driven to get this job done. This is not a how-to video. This is really more of two regular guys just basically getting it done. And that's it.
We can do.
That's it. And we don't know what we're doing, but we're going to do it anyway.
But we can read.
We can read.
We can look at pictures.
And we can watch YouTube videos.
We can watch YouTube videos.
And we guarantee, at the end of this video series, this puppy's going to be back in Matt's truck, and he's going to be going vroom vroom down the road.
Maybe with the V8.
Maybe with a V8.
V8 instead of 6.
All right, so here we go. All right, you are looking at a 2006 Dodge Ram. One morning, back in wintertime, Matt came out, fired it up, went back inside, and all of a sudden it started making one hell of a noise. Matt came running out and he shut it off. So,
actually, it shut itself off.
Oh, did it? So we tried turning the crank manually, and it will turn and then it will stop. So obviously something metal is in the way. We have removed basically the mechanical fan, fan shrouds, the serpentine belt. Let's see here. The AC is right there. What else did we? Oh, we took out the alternator, which was over there someplace. And now basically we're kind of getting to the sexy part. We're going to be removing this huge wire harness here, trying to get us clear access to the valve covers. The valve covers are going to come off, and we're going to see if we're able to ascertain any exciting information at that point. Oh, and then the airbox shit, all the airbox stuff was removed as well. So we're going to fight with this wire harness at this point. All right, so we had a little change of plans. We pulled that valve cover off, and everything was looking just fine. And we were gonna pull this valve cover off right here, and we decided, why bother? Obviously the engine's got to get pulled. There's something dramatic in the way, so we're just going to go ahead and move forward with pulling the engine. So this cross member is going to come off, starting here. The radiator is going to come out. We'll figure out whether we have to. Oh, son of a bitch! Son of a bitch. Okay. Pretty docile. Well, for now at least. We'll probably have to remove the hood as well. All right, so that's that. All right, so we have hit the exhaust, all the exhaust bolts with, or exhaust studs with PB. They're soaking. So while they soak, we're gonna pull the intake manifold off. And because this cowl comes down so much, some smart guy on the internet somewhere said that pulling this will make getting the engine out tremendously easier, and that we probably won't have to pull the, what is this thing called? The hood.
Yeah, right.
The hood.
The hood.
Oh, we got rid of the wasps, by the way. Oh, by the way, we took off the, we took this off.
Mm-hmm. That's the what?
I don't remember.
That's the cross
member.
bracket.
Yeah,
cross member bracket right here.
So we took him off, we took the radiator out, and take a look with the V6. Oh, I wasn't going to be in the video, but with the V6 you can frickin' walk around in here. I'm trying to talk Matt into replacing it with a Hemi, so we'll see what happens there.
That'd be a good video.
That would be
Replace
a good
it with
video.
a Hemi.
Hell yeah, with your what is it, 4-speed or 5-speed or whatever?
It's 6-speed.
6-speed.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That would put this truck on the map.
You good?
I think so.
All right.
There you go. It's recording.
It's recorded.
Now.
Okay, my bad. There, I didn't see any numbers.
Oh, I got a foot cramp.
Oh, foot cramp. Should we get this video? Video, foot cramp.
No.
You gotta. Oh, look, that's all. Yeah.
Oh, crappity crap on a crap.
Good deal. Good deal. That's a way to start a video. All right, move over, partner. Let me get this in here. Got the intake manifold. Just came right out. They just glue these things together.
Holy
see what we got
smokes. Check it out.
All right.
Nice
Yeah,
here.
let me look at the bottom of that again.
Huh? Nah, there wasn't anything
Nothing
really
there?
to look at.
All right.
Very exciting.
Let me come over here. See what
We still got a throttle cable that we need to go like this and go like that.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So we still got a bracket that we need to deal here.
Mm-hmm.
But
And what's that connect to right there?
what, this?
Yeah.
This is your throttle. Watch.
Uh-huh.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Right?
Vroom, vroom.
That's what it'll sound like when I put the V8 in.
No, if you put the V8 in it, it'll go. And we got to put a Lopi cam in there too. All right, I think we're good.
All right.
See how much easier it's going to be to get to these bell housing bolts with this thing out of the way?
Yeah.
And we've probably given ourselves, I don't know,
A lot of room.
12 inches.
Come to this side.
We've given ourselves 12 inches of space.
Yeah, we've got a lot of space in there.
Basically, where we're at on this is we need you to pull the O2 sensors off of the Y pipe, so that when we drop the exhaust, it doesn't rip the O2 sensors from their connectors. But we don't have a what we think to be a 13/16. So we've got somebody going to the store for us to get a 13/16. We're going to get those O2 sensors off. And then there's just 2 flanges for each of the exhaust manifolds. It's just a flange that, if I can find it, is connected to the Y pipe. So far, one nut came off. I'm sure the other 3 will make us pay our dues. But obviously, once we get all 4 of those done, then the Y pipe is going to fall, and we don't want to rip out the O2 sensors. So we're on standby till we do that. So we pulled the starter out, and I think now we're going to start thinking about bell housing bolts, and we are probably going to have this engine out by the end of the day. All right, that's it. All right, so we rented a tool from AutoZone.
Here we go.
We rented this tool. Show them the rest of it. I can only see the tip of it.
Okay, let me pull it here.
We rented this tool from AutoZone, and it's going to help us get the O2 sensors off.
Would they call it an oxygen sensor on a removal tool?
Or something like that.
Just slide it right in.
Slide it.
Like that. Right over.
Look at that.
Make sure it's on there nice and solid. Might want to watch your phone. It's still not easy, but it's better than a wrench.
Is my head in the way?
I'm going to try it from here.
All right.
Actually push instead. Just break it.
See what a badass this guy is? There he is right there. I won't be in the video, but he can be in the video. Oh, your face is all red, though. Look at it go.
There you go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. F***ing bell housing bolts. They're all crazy. They're different. Like, all right, so there's the pan. We've got a bell housing bolt right here, which I believe is a 15. This guy right here. So there's a bell housing bolt right there. I think we took this one out already. I don't think there's a stud there. No, this is probably just where the starter goes. There's nothing there. Up here, there's a bracket, and I'm not sure what. As we come down around the other way, there's a...
where are you pointing to?
Right here.
Yep.
That one's a 15.
Yep.
Can you point out the rest? I think that one's a 15 too.
All right.
And then try the next one. It might be...
That one right there.
Is that the 16?
That is a 16.
All right, so just let's make notes of...
16 up on the top.
Make a note of the fact that this is a stud right here.
Okay.
This guy right here is a stud. So that's it, and then we're going to have to go around top to get the rest. All right, so we're starting on the bell housing bolts now. We've got a transmission jack under the transmission. We actually got really lucky with the exhaust manifolds, where they made up, the flanges made up with the Y pipe, because we were able to get all 4 of them without too much hassle at all. So the Y pipe is now completely separated from our exhaust manifolds. And I think we're pretty much there on all of the connections. We're just going after the bell housing bolts. And we're going to disconnect the engine from the transmission. And then it's just a matter of motor mounts. And then we should be pulling this one out. So that's kind of where we're at right now. It's about 95 degrees.
If you want to see that video.
I almost passed out.
Whoever watches this video.
All right. This is a, what'd you call it? A super naval quintuple triple Lindy knot.
That's right.
And
No one can replicate it.
if you want to troll about the knot, troll about the fucking knot. I could care less.
It's my own specialty.
Yeah. So, how many years were you in the Navy?
4 years, 5 months.
4 years.
30,
But it was 32 years ago.
4 years, 5 months, 16 hours, and 32 minutes.
There you go. But it was a shitload of a long time ago.
Yeah, 20 plus.
So, we're almost there. We're getting ready to pull. All right. Keep on going. You got to go up some more. You got to clear this. You got to clear that.
Yep, everything else is clear. We're good.
Everything's clear.
Take it straight out.
Take it straight out. Use your muscles, man.
A little bit more. Actually, if you hold that down, that hose down, everything's clear. Or I can just do that. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, this is a car now, man. We have done it, man. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, of course.
How is that possible?
Oh, they're just attached by zip clip ties.